Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome to this new stream. Finally, um, yeah, we are back online after I think a few days. It's been a few days. Let's see. It's been like 6 days. Okay. So yeah, nice. Today we are um, obviously working on the game engine again, and I didn't want to start that guy. Yeah, I haven't done like a lot since the last stream. Like I did a few things, but not a whole lot. Just a lot of code cleaning and refactoring. But today I want to make like a few things. For example, um, for example, a system that that only like basically frosting culling. Like I want to not render, and I think the music is a bit too loud for me. So I want to not render. Wait. Okay, so I don't want to render stuff that you can see basically. So if you have a large word, it's not doesn't make sense to render like all of this other garbage that you that's not even visible. So yeah, yeah, that's basically it. And what I also wanted to do, and I didn't do that. Oh, I did do that, but it's on my laptop. Oh my god, guys, I need to quickly like it's a bit bad that I don't have like a face cam or a hand cam maybe. And by the way, as you can see, I also changed my VS Code theme to be a bit something like a bit darker theme. Maybe I can like plug out my monitor and show the screen of my laptop. I don't know if that would work. I think it would work. Maybe. I think it's not working. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's maybe try it. Okay. And okay, I'll be right back, guys. It's a bit confusing actually, but I need to do a few things, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I think it's not possible to like display capture the screen of the monitor, which kind of I don't really get it because yeah, but whatever. Yeah, then I need to quickly do that on my own. So it's a bit bad because yeah, I wasn't that prepared. I think you can't see anything. I think you have a black screen. So git dot git commit transfer. Or did I maybe commit it? I think. Oh. Wait. So engine assets, like you have like a lot of garbage in here. It's a bit bad that you can't see anything. Okay, so I pushed it. So now let's plug in the monitor again and hope that it will work. Okay. So monitor work. Oh, nice. Okay, so I think you should see something now. Yeah, okay, nice. What? Okay, it's pushed. Nice. So, I think we can just make a git pull. Let's make a def. Can't delete that for the moment because it's like a out folder, and we just rename that. We close it and rename it to backup and clone it again. Git clone. By the way, is everything okay? And clone. Yeah, okay, nice. I think the music is not hearable at all. Let's make it okay. I think that's maybe a bit too loud. Okay, so cd sendrun and start code dot, and let's okay. So we don't have the engine built. Let's build it. Yo, Mr. McC, what's up? I'm live again. After like 6 days of not being live. Yeah. Nice, okay. Yeah, okay, so this was that, which, okay, nice. So, what was, like, I had, like, a few changes made. For example, why is the taskbar not going away? Yeah, whatever. I made a few changes, as you can see in the update code. So we begin the batch renderer and make the scene render system, which in itself doesn't do weird stuff. For example, like it's just rendering the it's just rendering all of the quads. As you can see, it's rendering the quad and sprite and not making a separate draw call for those, so that you can specify the draw call outside of the render system, which is improvement definitely. And as well, the render order you can specify it now, which is very good. You are in my videos, 2 videos actually, so can you send them to me, like as a link? That would be cool. Okay, so yeah, that's the current state, and I have a time map in which I let me go to assets time map, and we have like yellow, and I don't know what that color is. It's probably like green and blue mixed. So let me figure out that shit. Okay, can we dock it like to here? That. Yes, nice. Okay, and maybe we need to make that bigger for the stream and stuff. Okay, so like 3.0 is that. I think that's okay. I think. No, it's not. So that should be. That should be 4.0. That should be 3.0, I guess. No, that's that. No, we don't need that. That's nothing. Like that's just white. So black, we don't have that. So maybe we could like actually add this tile map here. Yes, nice. That's nice. Okay, so we have green. Can we specify green somewhere? This is green, yes. Green, we have 1, that's okay. Then yellow. What is yellow? I think yellow is green and red, or blue and green. Give blue and green yellow. Make RGB. Let's just take a color picker. I don't get that. Okay, so this yellow is green and red. So red and green. So 255 is like, I think that's 4, and like this is, what the hell? I am not mod. What? That's true. I think. Okay, that does make sense. Because like I think I muted you for 5 minutes because like you were sending like random memes in the chat. But I think that's not, that doesn't make sense. I mean, that's not anything related to mod status, I guess. Whatever. Okay, so, yeah, like yellow is on the screen. This is yellow, and yellow is that. And okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, it's okay, bro. 4. That should be 0. And now last thing is just water. So water is that, and this is 3.0. Yeah. So let's try that. Oh, we have red as well. Oops. So red. Coca-Cola anime games, yes. What's more views? Subs, Coca-Cola. All views, that girl. More views in one, that girl. More videos, that girl. Winner, that guy. Okay. So thank you for featuring me. Okay, that's the same thing, I guess. Subs, that guy. Almost that. What? What was... Stream make gimmers. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, okay, so this should now hopefully work. Okay, like it worked, but I had the wrong texture selected. So for that, the texture is like where's red? Red is here, and the texture is I think 2.0. What would be cool is like having a file format for specifying those tile maps, like that you can like always load the file without recompiling. Like you can specify like that coordinate has that stuff, and I think you get the drift. And by the way, we at the moment we only have tiles, and obviously we also want to have like for example here at this river, like I can show some tiled games pixel art. As you can see, like here that river, it's a different texture on each side because like it makes everything look more natural, obviously, and we need some kind of algorithm which detects which texture to place in which corner. For example, it detects like this this tile. Like for this tile, it has no neighbor here, and it has no neighbor here, and it has a neighbor here, and maybe here, and like maybe diagonal. We need to somehow like make that obviously, because that's necessary for a good game. But before we do that, we need to do one more kind of back-endy thing, which is like having a frustum. So we just have an AABB, like an axis aligned bounding box, which is like the size of the frustum of the camera, which we somehow need to detect. But I think that's pretty easy. We could just do it. We can just have the size be like the screen size plus maybe a little buffer of like 100, so that we can't see like the things spawning in. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's have a maybe an I don't know. And by the way, why is my taskbar yeah, it's okay, nice. No, it's perfect. Okay, so I don't know where I need to where I should define this AABB stuff. Oh my god, I have this physics folder. Maybe we could like, we obviously don't need that. We don't need that at the moment as well. So pragma once, and we just do a type def struct AABB. Hello. What's up, Screw and our badge Aura Big. How did you make a game or a window without using any library? By the way, we need to change the title, or is it in the title? No, it doesn't say that we're not using the library. but I just as you can see, I used like the provided includes that you have in Windows, like default includes, which is Windows.h, for example. And Windows.h just defines a lot of stuff for Windows handling, and you have an API to like handle a window, create a window, as you can see right here. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of boilerplate that hides the backend code, but register class A and stuff that just window rec, those are all Windows functions with Win32 API. Yeah, I use Win32. Yeah, that's true. Like, obviously this is not platform independent, so I need a Linux implementation, for example, as well. I tried it, but the makefile not worked for me. Yeah, I'm not using CMake because I think CMake is like the most stupid and garbage and old build system that you can use. Sorry for all CMake users, but like it's not for me. I just use a batch file that's like you have like, set include directories, which is just engine source and engine vendor, and then just calls clang with all of those variables. Why did you stop using C++? By the way, welcome, Lanterson, I guess. I'm still using C++ for a lot of projects. Like I use C++ pretty regularly. Actually, I don't use only C. But like for that project, which is like a big project, which I'm doing like I think for 2 months now. I just use C because of the challenge, you know. Like I want to challenge me and like try to make everything on my own, and I think C fits perfectly for that. So yeah, I didn't stop using C++, but C is a very nice challenge, you know, and it's a language that I want to learn more about, and that's why I've chosen C for that project. Isn't WinAPI using DirectX, not OpenGL? Yeah, true. Like it's also using DirectX, but it also has native OpenGL support, and which is cool. Like I need to define a few things, for example, like this kind of stuff, which is here. Like those, like there's something called WGL, which stands for Windows GL. And I'm making a OpenGL loader with that API, like here in like in GL loader. You like Windows, so the Win32 API has a API for loading OpenGL as well, so it's also for OpenGL. And like for example, for the GL functions, I have like a huge header which just loads the GL functions with WinGL get proc address, and the WinGL is in Windows. So Windows has a function for loading OpenGL functions, which is cool. So it has OpenGL support natively. Yeah. That's it. Nice. Okay, so for the AABB, like we need a let's include vector. So math, and I don't know if physics is the right thing to call it, but like it's kind of has something to do with physics. Okay, so why can't I? So vector to half size. We need the half size to make like we don't need the size. We could technically take in a size and just divide it, but I think half size is better. Or maybe let's use size and position just. So ABB has a size and a position. So it's why don't I have like autocomplete for that? For only that file. Did I do something weird? Maybe because of that. So AABB creates. We created with a vector to size and a vector to position. Nice. So this stuff just here, and like this is like my code style. I think it's pretty cool because you can like, that's essentially a constructor for that struct, because like I'm working in C and like constructors are not a thing in C. So I need like some kind of ABB create function. So red, and we just do red dot position is equal to position and red dot size equal to size. So pretty easy here. This is nice. And then we just return red, obviously. Nice. So we return it, and that's it. Now we need some kind of bool 8 AABB colliding or collide with point. We need an AABB and a vector 2 point. And that's going to be pretty nice because we can check if the AABB, so the frustum of the camera, so that box, like the thing that the player can see, is colliding, like some point is colliding with the box of the player can of things that the player can see, and we can just check for every quad that we want to render, is it colliding with that box? So is it in here? Is it in the screen? And if it is, we render it. So that's pretty nice. You can use a designated initializers in C. I use that all the time. Designated initializers. What is that? Ah, you mean I think you mean that. Like I think you mean AABB is equal to and dot position is equal to that. I think that's how you do those. Like something like that, I guess. Yeah, you can actually do that, but like I think like that code style is like yeah, my preferred way of like writing C. I mean, it's pretty cool, so I have that for everything kinda, because like I think it reads a bit better in my mind. I don't know, it's an opinion obviously, but yeah. I think designated initializer is also very nice because you save a lot of typing. For like those functions are always like 4 or 5 lines that you need to write, but yeah. Yeah, I think you can do it however you want. So I think both are great. Yeah. Okay, so ABB collides with point. We just return, or maybe we have a bool 8 X collision. Is equal to and let me. I mean, it's obvious how that, and we need some kind of vector to AABB get min and an AABB because like we want to get the like the min, like which is like the top bottom left and the top right. We need to get the coordinates of both of these for a lot of calculations. So like that, get min and get max, and let's paste those, and I think that's pretty easy. We could just do return ABB dot size divided by 2. So this is a half size minus by the way, we don't have a like C++ operator overlaying, so vector to scalar division ABB dot size and 2, not division, nice, and that more like we from that we just subtract, so vector to subtraction. From that we subtract the position, so ABB dot position, because like if that's the position, like the center, then we are here, and then we subtract the position again. I guess that makes sense. ABB get min and max. Yeah. let me see an implementation of that in, for example, a macro for vectors, hash define vec3, little less typing than create vector. Yeah, true. Like with macros, it's obviously like the best solution, I guess, because that's very very nice. So I have like as you can see, I have vector to ret is equal to vector to create 2010, for example, which is like a lot of typing, but like the whole API is structured that way. I can kind of restructure it, obviously easy, with just search replace. Maybe I'll do that like in a maintenance episode or something. It's obviously a good idea. So get min is just position minus half size. Yeah, that makes more sense. Position minus half size, not the other way around. So from position we subtract the half size. Yeah. And from that we just do vector 2 addition. Nice, okay, that's how we get the min and max. And x collision is equal to I think that just point.x is smaller or equal to, let's do greater or equal to AABB get min AABB, and point.y is smaller or equal to AABB get max AABB, and bool x y collision is equal to point.y, obviously dot x and dot x is greater than AABB get min AABB dot y, and point, oh, but I made a typo here. Oh wait, yeah, I think that like that. And point dot y is AABB max AABB dot y, and then we do return x collision and y collision. Let me see if like point.x is greater, okay, not equal to, point.x is greater than AABB get min dot x, and point dot, okay, yeah, so if point.x is greater than the minimum, obviously, and point.x is smaller than the maximum, and point.y, yeah, okay, that's correct. It's greater than, yeah, nice, okay, so that's just for 3D and this for 2D. Nice, okay, so we have that. I think we should try that. So in game.c maybe. How could we try that? Like we have an AABB. Yeah, so if do we have any entity? Player. Okay, so transform component player ts is equal to ECS get component player.id and transform component type transform, and then we do if player ts got moved. So if the player moved, we just, or maybe not, like maybe always it's better. So we check if AABB, for that we need to include the physics header, includes Sungen physics physdiff. If AABB collides with point, AABB is, let's create a AABB size is like, let's make it 200, 200, and position vector 2 I'm at 2%. Oh, battery. That's bad. Plug the phone in, I guess. I'm dumb. It needs to be a vector 2. So vector 2 create and vector 2 create. What is that? It's the size and the position is like 500. 500. Bye bye. Yeah. So think. Let's. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Glad that you were here. Yeah. Harshadeshik K. What's up? Glad to see you here. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So let's also render a quad batch renderer. Render quad a add vector to create at 200 200. Scale is vector 2. No, it's at 500 and the scale is. So just to visualize the thing. So that and rotation is 0. Color is, let's say, vector 4. Create like a blue color. So 0.3, 0.8 and 1.0f. And yeah, that's it. And then like if we collided, let's just say login for subscribe to Coco Cry. Okay. What's up? Mr. I am not SS dog. Hello, now make mod. Yeah, okay. I think I can make you mod, like, here we go. Because like you were here. Oh my fucking god. Oh. I think I I thought I blocked you from the channel, but I didn't. No, nice. Like we're 9 subs away from 200, which looks very, very nice. Thank you for all of the support. And by the way, like videos, like real videos are going to come like in the near future as well. I'm working on something. Just want to. Oh. And it prints out a lot. Wait, okay, so this is bad because like transfer matrix and use textures equal to false. We have 4 attributes and we have a vector 3, a vector 4, a vector 2. Okay, I think it's maybe because of the shader. Location is equal to 3, obviously. Equal 1. Okay, so now it's colliding. That's good. That makes sense. But let's place the player in a different, obviously on a different, not at 500. At 500, let's place it at 1500, and let's move the player. So player ts dot position dot x. I think it's just the same thing. So we move the player with the camera. I think you get what I mean. So this is plus. I'm at 13% now. Nice. Okay. That's good. Minus equals. Nice. Yo, 8 subs array from 200. Let's go, guys. Okay, it's not colliding. And okay, we are moving in the wrong direction. So player position at X. I think it's maybe because like the view matrix is inverted, you know. and maybe that's the reason, I guess. So this plus equals, this is minus equals here, and this is minus equals, and this is plus equals. Yeah. Does your engine have particle effects? No, like at the moment we don't have that yet, but we will definitely implement that because a batch renderer is already implemented and stuff. So yeah, this will definitely come. Okay, like, okay, it's kind of working, but it's also not. I think I know the reason, because this is the scale. This is the size, yeah. Maybe we need to do it like 400. But I don't think so. I think it should be like 300, like that. But that's obviously not good. Like it should also it should obviously be correct, but it isn't. Okay, so now this is absolutely perfect. But why is that? That should not be like, that should not be like that. So size, and if we divide the size by 2 we get 100, and vector addition and subtraction. Okay, so this is weird. Maybe we like if we have that at I have a video for you. Okay, but bro, like what is that? Like don't, like if you're just being mod for like spamming links in the chat, then I'm going to remove mod status, bro. It doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, if you're like sending another link which is like garbage, then I'm sorry, but I will remove you as a mod, obviously. So don't like abuse your mod status. Okay, no, yeah, okay, it's okay, bro, if you're not doing it again. Okay, let's test 100 pixels, and it should be like the hitbox should be 150 if it's always like the, wait, no, if it's 200, no, yeah, okay, that's true, like if the ratio is, no, it's not. If we have it at 100, then it should not work. Like it should obviously not work, because like then it's absolutely not working. Oh, yeah, okay. So let's have it at 250. Like I want to see what the thing is. Viniscus, what's up? Vinicius. I don't know how to spell your name, but yeah, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here. Okay, that's very weird actually. Maybe we should just do like, in the ABB we have half size instead of size. So half size and half size. And half size, and here and half size and half size, because like yeah, and then we just subtract the half size. So ABB at half size and ABB dot half size. Oh my goodness, I forgot. What did you forget? And now we say the half size is like should be 100 divided by 2 and 100 divided by 2, and this should actually make sense, I guess. And by the way, I think we have a bug in that sprite rendering. Oh no, we don't. Okay. Because I thought, yeah, whatever. I thought we don't use textures when we should. That's not true. Okay, so it's obviously detecting it wrong. Like exactly in the half. I know why. Because it's not ABB versus ABB collision detection. It's position point versus ABB collision. Like the position of the quad is in the middle, in here, and this hits that like right here. Oh my god, how can I be so dumb? How can I be so dumb? I think it makes more sense because like for people who are watching like the stream, like that were not here as I explained that, we want to like have an access-aligned bounding box, which is like the frustum of the camera, which is like the box that the camera can see, and then check for each tile if it intersects that box, so if it's in the view of the camera essentially, and if it's not, we just don't render it, because it doesn't make sense to render all of the tiles that the camera isn't actually going to see. So, and I think ABB versus ABB collision detection is a bit better in that regard, because like, yeah, I think it makes more sense. Yes, so yeah, so let's implement that as well. So we can just do ABB collides with ABB, so ABB collides with ABB. ABB A and ABB B. So A and B. Expected a semicolon. I think you don't. Okay, so let me quickly look how this is actually implemented. So bool 8 collision x is equal to, if, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So if the A, so ABB get max of A, so if the x max is smaller or equal to the B, yeah, the B max, so ABB get max of B. But will it not be expensive to loop through all tiles every frame to do the ABB check? True. True. Yeah, that's actually true. Obviously we should make like we are not, yeah, okay, we actually loop over every tile, but I think it's less expensive to do that in a large world than it would be expensive to render every tile that's not going to be visible. I think that's actually less expensive. And also the point collision detection as is not that extremely expensive. And I mean, we loop through a lot of tiles, like entities, essentially. Where's that? I think that tiles are not entities. No, they're not. So here we loop through every tile, and we just render them. We don't do any other kind of stuff with that. But I think the calculation, this calculation essentially, is not that big of a performance impact as it would be like I can show something to you, because like maybe you could just use chunks, slice the tiles up into chunks like in Minecraft, then you can loop through chunks instead. True, and then we could maybe like only loop through the chunks whose position is like near to the camera or stuff. Yeah, true. But like how could I implement that? That's the question. But I want to show something to you first. Like if we load in a big tile map, let's make in Sprite a big tile map. It's a pretty big performance impact. Yeah. We don't need to. Okay, let's do that for the like other AABB test. Yeah. Okay. So is it that? I think it's that. You're in my commenty post, so my friend is. What? What do you mean? Don't really get what you are saying, bro. Okay, let's make a completely new time map and so file new 128 by 128 and let's make it 255 and 0 and no, this is that and this is that. Nice. Okay, so this is green tiles. And we also had. Okay, let's make just a big grass map, essentially. Like, look at that. It's lagging a lot. Which actually it shouldn't, because like 128, what is that? 128 times 128, 128 times 128. Okay, so let's see how many draw cores. Let's log the draw cores. It should be only 2 draw cores. So log info. Format is just %i, I guess. And this gstate dot. No, it's not that. It's render up 2D. Batch render. Get stats dot draw cores. It should be like only 2 draw cores, which I hope it also it is. It's 1 draw core. Is it actually 1 draw core? Then why is that so laggy? Is it because of the tile map? Like processing? In some sort, I don't know. Maybe because of that. Tile map per render. I mean, it's not doing a whole lot of calculations. It's rendering the sprite and stuff. So yeah. So this is why I wanted to implement that stuff. But obviously it's also pretty expensive, as you said. Like Leonardson. I don't know if that's even an L or an like an I. Jenterson. I don't know how to spell that name. I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, I think that's obviously pretty expensive. But I will test it. Like we will now implement that. And if the ABB test is too expensive, then. But maybe the problem isn't on the GPU, maybe it's the CPU doing too much work, and now it's going to do even more work if you loop through all of the time every frame. Yeah, that obviously could be the case, but like I don't have a profiler of some sort because like I don't have a profiler implemented. So I can't really see where all of this is coming from. Maybe I can try not rendering a tile map, instead rendering like maybe let's not render a tile map and instead do a for u32 x is equal to 0, x is less than 128, x plus plus. By the way, Ian Ertson. Like you sound like a very good programmer because like you are helping a lot. Like thank you very much because like I haven't had like people in the stream which were actually very like intelligent. Like that's not like a front of some sort, but I mean you're one of the guys that's actually knowing something about programming, which is cool. Thank you. Okay, so for everything we do entity e is equal to entity create, and then we just do that. We add a transform component at x times 50 and y times 50 and 50. 50 and 0 and sprite component create. The UV is 0 0. Okay, this is that. No problem. Happy to help. Thank you very much. Vector for create that, and we add it. Nice. Okay, so that should already work. Yeah. Okay, it's not rendering those. I don't know why. E is equal to create entity, and if we just don't do it in the for loop, maybe it's because it reached some kind of limit, and I don't know. Let's make 50-50. Oh no! Oh, I'm dumb. E.id. we added a sprite renderer component and a transform component like 16,000 times to the player. Very good. Okay. Like I think we should log the data time. Gstate app state data time. Because it felt really laggy, and that's definitely not. Yeah, it's 20 milliseconds, which is like 60 FPS. And now with the tile map, it's maybe even more, because it felt even laggier actually. Scene render system and tile map render map. Hey, by the way, like you, I think I actually got I know you. Like I watched this video. It's has been like recommended for to me like sometime. I know that video. Oh my god, like that's nice. Like I found you again, I guess, or you found me because I know your channel actually. Okay, that's very nice. nice. Okay, was it? But yeah. Okay, no, it's not. It's actually the same. But what could it be? Maybe like it could be so many things. Like Oh, cool, haha. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think it actually was, yeah, like 3 years. Yeah. Maybe it's because we are building debug mode and the math is like not really good. Let's try building it like that. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. But how can I, like, is there build in release mode clang? You only need to build LLVM and clang in debug mode if you want to debug the compiler. If you want to debug the application, you need to compile with debug symbols. Yeah. You should compile in release mode. As for your question, why is that the default? I'm guessing it's because it's assumed you just wanted to run it. You just obtain the pre-built binary instead of downloading and applying source code also. Yeah, so is there any flag that you can use? But I think even what's the dash G? Yeah, I mean, why should it? I mean, what does it even do? I mean, it's just a for loop. Usually, what people do to optimize things like this is to use some kind of data structure that accelerate things such as chunks or maybe even a quad tree, because you don't want to loop through all. Yeah, but yeah, true. I mean, is it actually because of the loop? Is it actually because of just looping over those things and doing that for all of those? I mean, probably it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we need some kind of system, I guess. Yeah. Of chunking, yeah. But to implement this, it's pretty I need to think of a way how we could implement that. I mean, we have a chunk which just has like a size, an x and y scale, and then we have a list of chunks over which we iterate, and the list of chunks is just like yeah, those chunks, like the loaded chunks we store in the RAM, I guess, and then we unload them and like we remove them from the render list or from the iterator list. Like, I need to draw that. I mean, looping is actually kind of expensive. You'd be surprised. Actually, okay. Yeah. So maybe we have like some. And by the way, I'm drawing with the mouse, so that's bad. So we have chunks of tiles, and yeah, like. Is there an eraser? Just like here, erase that. So we have chunks, and then you check if the entire chunk is visible within the camera and don't need to loop through all tiles inside it. Ah, true. Ah, true. Yeah. Ah, we not only, yeah, that makes more sense, because like we don't need to like render all of the chunks like individually. We don't need to render this, then render this, and then render this, and then render this. We could just check the AABBs for chunks. Yeah. But should we also render chunks instead of render tiles? But that doesn't even. I think that's not the problem, because like we have a batch renderer and we render everything as a huge batch. Like we do that, and so I think it's not necessary to render each chunk instead of render each tile. Like that doesn't make sense. Okay, nice. So we can like thank you very much for that advice. That makes a lot of sense. Like, thank you very much. Nice. Okay. So now how we construct that chunk is the question, because like we kind of need a list of chunks or something. We kind of need like a and I think a chunk doesn't need to be like a list of tiles, because like we are like the tilemap contains a list of tiles. A chunk just needs to be like a box, like a ABB around tiles. Like if we're only doing collision detection for the chunk. So maybe let's so AABB and the chunks should be like so includes physics/phys stuff, and then we have a AABB time map get chunk AABB, and a chunk is just like just another like we have like a lot of tiles, so we have like I think in A-Sprite it's actually better to do that. So we have like a lot of tiles, like a tile is like maybe that, and then it's just another step up. It's just we have a lot of chunks, and this is very bad, so that we don't like that. And those are all of the tiles maybe. Then we have chunks. So the position of that chunk would be 0, 0. The position of that chunk would be 1, 0. So get chunk ABB of a vector 2 chunk position. Yeah. And we have an ABB, and ABB dot half size is equal to and I think we also need the a tile map for reference, because we need a tile size. Half size is equal to like the map dot cell size or tile size times map dot tile size. Like yeah, I think that's actually good, because like if we have 16 by 16 pixel tiles, we just get chunks that are 16 by 16 tiles. You get it? Yeah, we need to do vector 2 multiply. Okay, nice. But like the thing is, like how should we know over which chunks we iterate? Like how should we know? Like it wouldn't make sense to iterate over every chunk. I think it should be like we only iterate over chunks that are like in the like chunks that are we only check if the chunk is visible if it's near to the camera. Yeah. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay. So vector 2 multiply and this just divided by 2. Oh no, that's the half size. So the half size should be that. And vector 2 create dot x divided by 2 and dot y divided by 2. Nice. And ABB dot position is equal to chunk position times for collision detection. You can simply grab just the chunk the player is inside by indexing to the chunk array using the player position. You can simply grab the chunk the player is inside. Yeah, okay, so we should only check for the chunk the player is inside. Oh, how do we mean that? Like, what if there are multiple chunks on the screen? Like we need to iterate over like a few section of chunks always, because like if this is the whole map and the screen is just like here, that, we still need to iterate over all of the chunks in the screen. You know? Or do you have any solution to not doing that? Because we need to draw all of the... Yeah, we could technically make the chunks bigger, obviously. You could make the chunks like that. Yeah. Because now I have like one chunk is 16 tiles. Maybe I should do one chunk is like 40 tiles. Yeah. Okay, so chunk position times the chunk position is just like 0, 0, 0 would be the this chunk, and then chunk position times like the factor how big the chunk is. So how big the chunk is just ABB dot half size. But so vector 2 multiply the position by ABB dot half size times 2. Vector 2 scalar multiplication. Spam bots. Okay. Vector 2 scalar multiplication, AABB dot half size and 2.0f. So this is the position of the chunk, and then we just return the AABB. Okay. Should we have like a list of AABBs, which are the chunks? Because like kind of need that. But should we have like the whole world in this chunk list and just render all of the visible ones? Yeah, I think that makes sense. We have like all of the chunks stored, all of the position of the chunks stored, but we have a count of chunks over which we iterate. And yeah, you can store the chunks in a 2D array so that you can easily index into it using a vector 2. True. Yeah, true. Yeah. So the question is, how do you make a 2D array in C? I think it's like that. So static AABB chunk AABBs, and it's like that. But we can't allocate it on the stack. It needs to be on the heap. But how to make a 2D array on the heap? How to make a 2D array on the heap C. Okay, so for each row we do pointer at. Okay, so yeah, I think I get that. Actually, it's easier to use a 1D array and then allocate it allocates to it to width times height, then you can easily convert a vector 2 into a 1D index. Yeah, true. I mean, you can just do x plus y and get a 1D index. I think that makes more sense. Okay, so I think my plan is, so let's make, so we have a all of the chunk AABBs of the entire map are stored. Why is the font so weird? Look at that, it's so pixely. Oh, that's not good. So all of the AABs of the chunk are stored in a chunk array, and we keep account of all visible chunks on the camera. Then we iterate over all the visible chunks. Yeah. So now the question is how to get a count of all the visible chunks. Like, Okay, but first let's have a AABB pointer chunk AABBs, and then if we create the time map, we just do red.chunk AABBs is equal to malloc size of AABB times red dot. To optimize it even further, you could iterate over the chunks in a separate thread, but that might be a little bit overkill. Yeah, I tried like doing threading with some things. I tried that with like, I don't know what it was, but I tried it in C in that project actually. But like I think it was texture loading or something. I don't know. I used pthread win32 and it absolutely didn't work. I probably used the API wrong, because like I can't imagine like the API being wrong, because like that wouldn't make sense. But I didn't found any good like sources on the internet how to actually probably implement threading in like, I mean my question is, if you are like iterating over something every frame, you know, you're iterating over like maybe we like that imagine that would be every frame, and we want to do that on a separate thread every frame, then we kind of needed to create a thread every frame and run that thread with that function every frame. Or that's how I understand it, because like, or how I understood it, because or we could technically create a static thread here and just run the because like you can't, it's not like something like you have a thread like here and then you call just thread like execute thread function thread, because like every thread has a function that it no, you can create one thread that you never kill. Okay, but how can I execute the function which that thread should execute every frame? Because like you can create the threads with a function, but I don't know how to, like, if you have already created a thread, execute the function like here. Like how's that working? I don't know. I need to look into that a bit more. Because in C++ I get threading. I mean, I threaded. I have like created Minecraft and threaded that. Like threaded the chunk spawning, and it worked. But C, I don't know about that. So yeah, I need to look into that. But yeah. So okay. So AABB times. Yeah, so we kind of can't do that here because we don't have the size times width times height, and we do map. Okay, so you'd have this thread run an infinite while loop, then you can have a queue of function pointers that you just push functions into for the thread to run. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so maybe we will do threading like in another stream. If you're there, then maybe you can like see how I do that, and like think, what is that guy doing? Like I will try that in the future, because like I like obviously it's overkill, because like probably it's not going to matter, but just for the experience I want to do it, you know. Okay, for sure. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we have the chunk AABB, and now we just kind of need to get like we kind of need to see if the chunks are visible for each chunk, but we still would need to iterate over every chunk. Okay, that's a bit better than iterating over every tile, like a lot better, obviously. But yeah, we can't like iterate. We can't like just iterate over like a few chunks, can we? Because we could do a radius of some sort. Like we could have a radius of chunks and like load in as we come closer, but that's a bit hard to do. For like with a tile map, like if we will do procedural generation in the future, but for now I think we needed to iterate over every chunk. Now you have to iterate over all chunks. I think that's sufficient enough to solve your performance issues. Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right, bro. Okay, nice. So now we kind of need to populate the list of chunks. Yeah, we need to create the chunks. So if we have a 128 by 128 guy, yeah, and maybe let's say the size of the chunk is map size times map size. So it's like, for example, if we have 16 pixel tiles, it's going to be 16 tiles. Okay, I think that's okay, because like then we have like just start simple. Try to get a grid of chunks rendered for debug purpose. Okay, yeah, like we don't have line rendering, but technically we could, like in OpenReason Terra, in here we could like have something like that, which like shows a chunk. Should be like enough. True. Just render them as quads with random colors or something. Yeah, okay. True, we could have random colors. Nice. So nice. Okay. But how would we populate the list of chunks? I think it's we just do a for u32 y is equal to 0, y is less than height divided by map.tilesize y++, because like 128 tile size of y, obviously. Like for example, that would be 16 for 128 and 16 pixel tiles, and for u32 x equal to 0, x is less than yes, okay, now, yeah, that's correct. X is less than, but wait, chunk position, yeah, okay, so x is less than width divided by map.tilesize.x, and we do x++, and then we just do map.chunk AABBs at x plus y is equal to tile map get chunk AABB. Chunk position is just xy, and the map is map. Oh, it's a vector to create x, y. Nice. And the map, we need to dereference that. I guess, yes. Nice, okay, so, yeah. Nice, and the position is just the position multiplied by half size, and half size is just the tile size times tile size divided by 2. So, like, it's like 64, which is like a bit small, like 64 pixels. One chunk is just 64 pixels. Why am I dumb? 16 times 16? No, 16 times 16 is not 64. How am I so dumb? But 16 times 16 is like 256, I guess. Is it? I think it is. 16 times 16. Yes. Int 1 d index is equal to row. Okay. To row times length of row plus column. But can't you just? I mean, we could easily do u32 chunk index is equal to 0, and we do add chunk index, and then we do chunk index plus plus, and chunk index plus plus in here as well. I think, shouldn't that work? This is how you convert to 1 dnx, yeah. But I think we will need that, but that's exactly the same as doing x plus y. We will need that, but in here I think it's okay like that. Like for populating, because like we just pack it, so I think that's okay. Yeah. So one chunk is like 256 pixels, which is like, I think it's a bit too small. So let's make it maybe 16 times 32. The tile size. Okay, so vector to multiply so just 2 vector to scalar multiplication. So we just multiplied by 2. So it would be like 16 multiplied by 2 is 32, and one chunk would be 16 times 32. Okay, so this is better, I think. 512 pixels. Think of chunk sizes as tiles instead of pixels, it's easier. For example, one chunk might be 32 by 32 tiles. True? Yeah. True, you're right. Cause, yeah. Like one tile is let's make it so the tile size, so map the tile size, or tile size or tile scale. I think tile size is wrong. Oh no, I think tile size is right, because tile scale is like the like if it's 1 by 1 or 1 by 2 the tile, because like maybe we have a tile which is like 2 high, or just 1, or maybe like those. I think you get it. But no, I don't know what is what. But probably scale. So why do we create a tile map? So tile scale is 20. No. So tile size is just the size in pixels, and tile scale is the scale which is rendering at. So it's rendering at 20 by 20 pixels, and one tile, so one tile is on the canvas is like 16 by 16. Nice. So tile scale is the correct thing here. So tile scale, because yeah. Okay, no, actually here it's tile size, because here it's like creating the chunks from the tile map. Width divided by tile size, yeah. Yeah, I think. Because, like, we could obviously, yeah, I think we could do like tile count, map tile count, like x is, yeah, but I think that's the best way, because like with so height and that, and so we're chunking the image, like the image of the tile map, and yeah, we're slicing it like in 16 parts, because like width like that is, yeah, that's going to be correct. Okay, so half size is just tile size, I mean tile scale, and then vector 2 scalar multiplication 32. So 32 tiles. Yeah. One chunk is 32 tiles. And where's that? I mean, we could actually, I mean, that's not, I don't really like that. So how do we get the count of chunks? I mean the tile size thing is just, yeah, but I think you can get the count of chunks like as you do in here. Okay, nice. So let's just try that. Like, I mean, we can debug it as best with just rendering it. Yeah. So we don't need that at the moment. We don't need to render that. And then we just do for every, so for u32 I is equal to 0, I is less than map dot, I think we also need u32 chunk ABB count, ABB's count. Right, dot chunk ABB's count equal to 0, and map dot chunk ABB's count plus plus, and for every that and chunk ABB's count I plus plus. Wait, let me quickly do something. Okay. So after that, if that's not working, it would be bad because like I need to the count of chunks in the x-axis, for example, would be number of tile x divided by number tiles in chunk. True. So how many tiles there are in x is like just the width and divided by 32 basically, and this is no, that's height, and this is width divided by 32. Maybe I should make a macro. So hash define max so tile count in chunk 32. So height divided by, and that should be an int, and because with an I think it should be integer division. So count of tiles in chunk. Or how did I count tile count in chunk? Tile count in chunk and tile count in chunk. Do I have 32.f somewhere in here? No. So batch render render sprite. Render sprite. Position is map dot chunk abbs at I dot position, and scale is just map dot chunk abbs. Wait, did I? Position is that, like the half size divided by 2 is the offset. Yeah. So chunk abbs at I dot half size times some vector to scalar multiplication map half size and 2, so that we get the complete size obviously, and UV is I think 5 or 60, I don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So vector 2 creates 5, 0. Cell size is vector 2 creates 16, 16, I guess. And color is vector 2 create. Let's not make a random color for now. Or yeah, no. Or get random float in range C. Divided by, I think that's 1. Yo, Mr. McC, what's up, dude? In the application, let's see that we initialize, yeah. Expected expression. What expression, bro? What expression, bro? Expression, bro? Why? Ah. So that, nice. And obviously VS Code hates me and puts it somewhere there. So listen the color, and this should technically work. Or should it? No, it shouldn't, because let's put that shitty parenthesis everywhere. There's not enough parentheses? What? What? What the fuck? I am very confused. Build game engine seems harder than build on text editor. Yeah, like, I think, I don't know if you can say that, because like both things are really like challenging things, I guess. But it's definitely pretty hard. Yeah. Yeah. So now why? Make a function for the random float, bro. Probably useful for another time. Is not true. So util float gets random float e32 hash include. Oh no, we don't even need that. Float max. Return that. No, not that. Something like that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, and the max is just that. And we do include get. No, we don't have that. Yo, Apex says Sanjan core util. Bro, der Stream läuft seit 1 H oder so, ja. Und jetzt? Get random float. It would be cool, like having some macro or some function like, let's say like get random color and it just gets a random color. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so now, the moment of truth. Will anything even be there? Or will we get just errors? Time map at 97. Passing to parameter incompatible of time map. Oh. What? That's chunk position and map. What is wrong with you? Der has a PowerPoint hängen geblieben. I mean, he's on PowerPoint. To parameter of incompatible type tile map. What the? I mean, there's the chunk position and the tile map. Oh no! Wow! We have that and a different. That should be like that. Conflicting types for tile map get chunk AVB. Yeah, previous declaration here. Okay, so that was the error, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, code is too small. $192 subscribers. That's very nice. Actually. Okay, so now, okay, so the colors are always changing, which is bad, and we don't need to render the, we don't need to render the time map. Like, I think we don't even need random colors because it doesn't make sense, but now we have the random functionality, which is good. So just 1, 1, 1, 1. Nice, okay, and so we render this, and we don't need tile map render. Yeah. Okay. So those are the chunks. Okay. Okay, seems good. But it's just one in x direction. In the x direction, is it? Yeah. So this is bad, but poorly. I mean, that position. Yeah, but I need to go. I have something to do, guys. Yeah. X and Y and position is chunk position. Do we do X plus plus and Y plus plus? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm sorry, but we need to do that in another stream. I hate that actually. See you another time. Great work today. Great job today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So yeah, this is so the chunking system. I maybe going to do that offline, but yeah, kind of. I don't want to do it offline, but let's see. Maybe like I will stream tomorrow. Definitely on Wednesday. But like in the X, in the Y direction it's working, but it doesn't work on the X direction. Whatever, guys. Okay. So if X is with, yeah. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate the support and really appreciate all of the chatters and stuff. So thank you very much, and